when you see that beautiful orange color of the robes, that's turmeric. So the power, as they say, the power is in the pigment. So the protective power of turmeric is a shared molecules. The molecules that give that bright color are the same molecules that provide turmeric's health benefits.
Well, and I hope you read some of those reviews because no kidding, it's been one of the more, well, certainly it'd be hard to pick favorites, but it's certainly been one of my personal picks with regard to what I've added to my regimen from what you offer. And the fact that we're getting it at a weekend special price sure doesn't hurt, because listen, if you give thanks for Andrew and the products and specifically the knowledge that he gives us, you do have to have the right tools. Especially, I think this year, if it's taught us nothing else, really has put how much we value life and good health in perspective. It's nice to have the information, and maybe just as importantly, maybe more importantly, it's important to have the right tools. And these are the right tools. Great pricing to take advantage of. Remember, free shipping, and you do get that extended holiday return policy until the end of January. This is another one, if you want to send it to a girlfriend, to a parent, someone who you really want to give the gift of good health to this Christmas season, definitely put that on your list. As I said, this is kind of like a little mini variety show, which is always a lot of fun for me because I get my steps in. That's number one. And then number two, it's fun because then we can showcase some things that, that Andrew has kind of had on his radar. And I know this is something that if you haven't tried it yet, you need to. And in fact, if you've never tried the world's finest vitamins, by the way, it's the top of the hour. Welcome into HSN. Andrew Lessman is here. It's his last today's special visit for the year, even though you've got a brief appearance in December. So we've got like a little mini variety show and an abbreviated look at your today's specials at the end of the hour. But you added this, which I was happy to see, because if people are discovering you for the very first time, Andrew, CoQ10 is arguably, well, it's still number one or one of the top orders and reorder products that you have in your repertoire, isn't it?
I would say it's actually, earlier I said it's Healthy Hair, Skin, and Nails, CoQ10, but it's really Essential 1, Healthy Hair, Skin, and Nails, CoQ10, and Omega-3. They kind of vie for the top spot, depending on what time of year it is. But this is a time of year when we worry about stress, when we worry about having enough energy to really contend with everything that the holidays represent. And if 2020 continues in the direction it has thus far, I suspect the end of this year is not going to be any less stressful than the beginning of this year. So CoQ10 is something that really is at the very center of how every single cell in our body produces the energy we need. And the energy we produce, it's really who we are. It's the potential for us to live whatever life we choose to live. And if we don't have adequate energy, then we don't really have the opportunity to do the things we want to do. And around the holidays, that can make a big difference. And right now, I think around the holidays, we realize just how important family is. I was just talking the other day to Dr. Daniel Lehman, who we might have an exciting new book from him next year, hopefully, that we'll hopefully get to showcase and introduce. But talking about how one of the perhaps silver linings of this whole COVID adventure we've had this year has been families becoming closer. He had told me that 80% of families have found that they're closer than they were before. So I often say when there's dark clouds, it's up to all of us to try to find the silver linings. They sometimes might be difficult to find, but that's one of those things. And the holidays certainly give us an opportunity to be closer with our family. So I just thought a product that helps us to deal with stress, a product that helps us in terms of energy production, because it is the central molecule for all energy production. And unlike other CoQ10 products, we make sure that all the accessory nutrients that CoQ10 requires to deliver its benefits, we also provide those. It's also like a separate vitamin C. There's 300 milligrams of a separate vitamin C in this product. So you're getting your vitamin C, you're getting 200 milligrams of CoQ10, and it's an incredibly affordable price for a product that used to be extremely expensive. So if this is the time of year that often challenges your systems for producing energy, your immune system, and has you dealing with more stress than you would like, then this is really a go-to product for that time of year.
Most certainly, and great savings as well. It was a late-breaking edition, so I don't have the charts to support it, but I can.
It won't be back in December.
Oh,
so
really?
in December, In December, I think I'm only going to be on for one day, for maybe a couple of hours. That's it.
Oh, wow.
So it'll be around Christmas, and just to kind of say goodbye, say Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and Happy New Year in advance. So we won't have CoQ10, I'm sure, during those shows.
Well, and certainly just like our today's special, remember abbreviated airings coming up at the end of this hour. This is a product that, especially during the holiday season, you can really reap those benefits, whether it is the stress of the current situation or just dealing with the holidays, or whether you're taking certain medications. We're all getting older. We can all use energy at a fundamental level. And Andrew, it's interesting because in past shows, I know you've said, and that's why I said to introduce you to people who are discovering HSN for the first time, you have been doing this for over 4 decades, and you used to get the question from people, if I only took one thing, I know you've got Essential One, but if I only took one thing, what is my launching point? And this is actually one of the ones that I remember you initially recommending.
Well, I always say it's kind of a toss-up, depending on what you're looking for. I often say it's either Essential One, my multivitamin, which is obviously foundational nutrition. It's a multivitamin, or my CoQ10, because CoQ10 itself is really another B vitamin. Technically, it's not, because we can make a small amount of it, but functionally, it's more important than other B vitamins. And as we get older, our body makes very little of it. So it really kind of becomes a critically important vitamin as we get older. But my CoQ10 is an ordinary CoQ10. It's also a full B complex with B1, B2, B3, B5, B6, B12, our special methylcobalamin built B12 that's protected so it can be absorbed from your gut, our special 5-MTH folic acid, high levels of biotin, higher levels of biotin than the typical multivitamin. So, and 300 milligrams, a separate vitamin C with more vitamin C than any of the leading multivitamins. So it kind of is like a multivitamin. So, but it gives you then that critical ingredient for all energy production, CoQ10. And whatever system in your body you might focus on, maybe it's your cardiovascular system, maybe it's your nervous system, maybe it's your immune system. Every system in our body is energy dependent. And any issues that pertain to our ability to produce energy means those systems will not function at their very best. So when you target CoQ10, you basically focus on the optimal functioning of every cell and every tissue and every system in your body. So it really is a way to deliver the benefits of a multivitamin and then so much more.
Oh, absolutely. And when you read those customer reviews, over 4,000 real, legitimate, vetted customer reviews at a 4.7 star average, it's easy to see why you're not only our #1 brand. If people discover you for the first time, this is a perfect launching off platform. You get the extended holiday return policy, that wonderful weekend pricing, free shipping, and flex pay. And Andrew, you are helping us live a better day. And I know you always say the real gift is the information, but I always keep issuing that qualifier. Not all CoQ is created alike. And here's another clear example: the supporting players, the vitamin B pays for it, the vitamin D, and you think of all of those things.
Right, and if the only thing I accomplish, and I know this has probably happened more often than someone buying my product, they hear about an ingredient, whether it's CoQ10 that I've been talking about for 36 years, or collagen peptides that I've been talking about for 20 years, or biotin that I've been talking about for over 30 years. They hear about an ingredient, they don't get my product, because a lot more people watch me than actually get my products. But then they find a product, it might not be as good as mine, but they find a product that it works for them and it delivers benefits. So for me, that's the most important thing, that the information I provide empowers people to make healthy decisions. Because the one bit of research that I don't read on air, and I probably should, is that the more you choose to educate yourself about your health, the more you'll be healthier. It almost is, you're forced to be healthier the more you educate yourself. So what I realize is that the more I endeavor to just provide information and education, that if I'm confident in the quality of my products, I really don't have to sell my products. You know, they're available. But hopefully, as I provide information, it just maybe stimulates a little bit of research on your own. And especially, one of the nicest things about the internet, and the internet is certainly a two-edged sword, but one of the nicest things about the internet is the access we have to information that could dramatically affect our health. We have to learn how to filter that information to the reliable information, but there's great access on the internet. And as I said, the best single thing you could do about your health to get on a healthier path is to just learn. just to just use the internet, get as much information as you can, and that's how you become healthier about your diet, your lifestyle, activity level, and perhaps supplementation as well.
Absolutely. And just as an aside, because I think it's important to do an education about what Andrew Lessman represents, no additives of any kind. You can see that right on the bottle. Made, of course, with the energy of the sun. All of his supplements, world's finest vitamins, no repeating. They all dissolve beautifully. They're easy to take. They're easy on the stomach. And that, of course, allows you to reap those benefits. But remember, a select number available. This was a late-breaking edition at that weekend special price. So if you were running low, or if you're just looking for a good place to launch or start your better life with Andrew Lessman, that CoQ10 would be a perfect way to do it. Here's another one, and actually it's a perfect dovetail because I know if you are taking cholesterol-lowering medication, they say you should take more CoQ10, but then to help you lower, not just keep those numbers in check, to actually help lower those numbers. Andrew, when you debuted this, we all lost our minds because a natural product, because we're very strict, because former food and drug lawyer, we should mention that. So the fact that we could say a natural product helps you lower those numbers, that's unbelievable for a lot of people.
Right. Again, typically when we're talking about, you might say supports cholesterol levels in the healthy normal range, something like that. That's what you typically hear about a supplement. Although a lot of companies take liberties where they're not allowed. But when it comes to a dietary supplement, to be able to say that it can help to lower total and LDL cholesterol, that sounds like a claim that would be made for a medication. And that's true, it does. But it's valid because the ingredients in this product, the plant sterols that are present in this product, actually have that claim permitted. They're completely safe and they're effective. So they can lower total and LDL cholesterol. All you do is you take one capsule with your 2 largest meals of the day. That's the minimum. If you want, you could take 1 capsule with each meal. You could always take 2 capsules with a very large meal around the holidays. And what better time to test this, even if you're a skeptic, to prove me wrong, to take this over the holidays, to take a capsule with each meal over the holidays, and January 31st or a little before that, get your cholesterol tested and see how much your cholesterol and your LDL cholesterol have gone down. And again, we just talked about CoQ10. CoQ10 is something that if you're taking a cholesterol-lowering statin drug, it will lower your CoQ10 levels, which in turn lowers your ability to produce energy, which in turn reduces the ability of your organs and your cells to function at their very best with reduced levels of CoQ10. What's great about Cholesterol, no side effects. It lowers total and LDL cholesterol. It works perfectly with any cholesterol-lowering drug because it's not a drug, it's not a medicine, it works naturally. It works within your digestive system. So we're talking about a significant reduction, 10%, 15% or more if you make slight modifications to your diet, reduce, say, the animal product in your diet, increase the legumes and fiber in your diet, you could start seeing reductions of 20, 30% or even more in total and LDL cholesterol. It works. It works well, and it comes without any worry, issues, problems, or side effects.
Boy, you nailed it, Andrew. I mean, not only great savings, a weekend special price, of course, another late-breaking edition, another one of my favorites. I know I sound like a broken record, but it really is true. 60, 180, 360, or 720. Big savings. Certainly, it's not a license to behave badly, but if you can do something naturally to help support those numbers. And this is one, much like our liver antioxidants and phosphatidylcholine today's special. Yes, get it. Reserve it now. Make sure you've got it at the weekend special price. But then please go back and read some of those reviews. Because, Andrew, at the end of the day, people are measuring a difference in those cholesterol levels, aren't they?
Oh, it works. The drug companies would have never let FDA, I mean, with all due respect, this is something that they didn't want to see approved. But it works. It's completely safe. So it delivers reductions. And if you look at the research, and I don't have time to go through the charts here, if you look at the research, when folks are going through a natural protocol to lower cholesterol, and we know how powerful diet can be in lowering cholesterol, the most powerful component in that natural approach, it's the plant sterols, and that's what we're talking about here, are plant sterols. So just 1 capsule with, say, your 2 largest meals of the day, if you like, you could take 1 capsule with each meal, will deliver a substantial reduction in total and LDL cholesterol. It will do it in addition to the cholesterol-lowering medication you take, so you'll either end up at an even better number, or you could use this to potentially lower, or even as many folks have, you could eliminate the need for those cholesterol-lowering drugs. Of course, only do that working closely with your physician. But when you do so, you either reduce or you eliminate the risk of side effects that come with those medications. And remember, if you're taking a cholesterol-lowering statin drug, you need to be taking CoQ10. That's something you need to talk to your doctor about, your cardiologist, your general practitioner, because just as those cholesterol-lowering statin drugs, it's something called the mevalonate pathway. Just as they act upon the mevalonate pathway to lower your cholesterol synthesis, to inhibit cholesterol synthesis, they inhibit what little CoQ10 your body is making, thereby inhibiting your body's ability to produce the energy that you need. So
And
very important.
I know it's an aside, but I just want to show everybody, Andrew, sorry about that, Dustin, look at, I'm moving like the wind. But Andrew puts these in these wonderful capsules, which by the way, that's a more expensive process because you want to liberate those ingredients. But the other thing about that, Andrew, is even if you're not a supplement person, you can put these in smoothies, you can put it in Secure, you can put it in your oatmeal. So it's just a wonderful way to really reap the benefits of what nature can do, harnessed in a way that there's only good. I know you and we've all talked about those ads where you see the latest pharmaceutical and they've got, you know, puppies and babies and balloons and bubbles, all with the phrasing, if you have ... right?
They're brilliantly produced, and they're talking about, you know, risk of dying and suicidal thoughts and things, but they're showing you puppies and butterflies and everything. So my hats off to the pharmaceutical companies and their advertising agencies. They do brilliant work. But we're not talking about drugs or medicines here. This is just a natural product, and the claim you see on the screen is just a claim that's allowed and permitted by the Food and Drug Administration because the ingredient is effective, the ingredient is natural, the ingredient is safe. So it's a wonderful thing to add to your repertoire naturally to reduce your cardiovascular risk. And I think you share this with your doctor will be thrilled. It works perfectly, as I said before, with those other pharmaceutical therapies. So it's just a wonderful natural tool. It's incredibly affordable. And this is one of those products like glucosamine chondroitin. We did it with green foods. We did it with fruitful antioxidants. We made them available in a free-flowing powder so you could drop them in smoothies or yogurt. We're going to do that with cholesterol. We're going to also do that probably with Fibermucil, glucosamine chondroitin, a few other products, which will make it even more affordable in a free-flowing powder.
Absolutely. So definitely take advantage of it. So Rick, is it okay? Can I show the late breaking edition, Andrew? Do you know,
Sure.
I made a chocolate pie with your Choco Nouveau earlier this week.
Right.
I was very excited.
Now, I saw the picture. Jenny sent me a picture of it. Also, you made a beverage.
I did, a little hot cocoa with Secure. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Well, so they're yummy, but they're also good for you. And case in point, we're just talking about those cholesterol levels. You can eat the world's yummiest chocolate and still lower your cholesterol. So remember, you choose it in the 66, that's your level of cacao, the 74 level of cacao, or the 91. Most of us are gravitating toward the 91, and then you can get my favorite, the one with the addition of the coffee, the cafe. And you can't ship this year round either, right?
This is only available 6 months a year. It comes back, it goes away in April, and it comes back in October. And I think most folks pick the 74, which is the happy medium. The 66 is like our milk chocolate. The 91% is basically pure dark chocolate. And but unlike typical dark chocolate, it's not dry, bitter, or it's creamy, melts in your mouth. The 74% is the most popular, but also vying for the #1 position is the 74 with cafe. It has just trace amounts of caffeine, but it actually has it's kind of like like a Nestle's Crunch Bar, but it has, instead of ground up, I think, Rice Krispies or something in a Crunch Bar, it has ground up coffee bean. So it has the equivalent of about 3 to 5 milligrams of caffeine, which is virtually nothing, but it just has that wonderful coffee flavor. So there are 4 different versions today. So, and again, it is the equivalent in cholesterol reduction of 1 capsule of Cholesterol. So 1 Choco Nouveau Square can be substituted for 1 capsule of our Cholesterol.
And remember, we can only ship this during select times of the year. Instead of those little Halloween candies or Christmas treats, this is perfect to have out. I don't know if I dare open one. Well, anyway. So we also have your ultimate oatmeal, and I love love this. I add it to smoothies, I add it to shakes, I add it as a thickening agent along with the oat bran, but it is also one, of course, naturally helps with those cholesterol levels, and you once more did it in a different way.
Yeah, I saw so many folks relying on oatmeal or oat bran to lower their total and LDL cholesterol, which they do very effectively. But by adding our plant sterols to oatmeal and oat bran, it makes it creamier. It makes it more delicious, kind of like what it does to our Choco Nuvo. Makes it creamier, makes it more delicious, and multiplies the cholesterol lowering power of oatmeal by tenfold. It's dramatically more effective at lowering cholesterol. So if you're one of the millions of folks who rely on oatmeal or oat bran to lower their total and LDL cholesterol, this will give you so much more, as they say, bang for your buck. This is, if oatmeal will lower by a few percent, you could add another 10% onto that easily by adding the plant sterol. So it really is a dramatic improvement. Plus, it's organic and it's gluten-free, which is hard to find both.
It is indeed. And then just a real quick mention of the oat bran as well. And holy smoke with that free shipping. I love that packaging, Andrew. And this was one, I know Muriel and I both prefer the oat bran because I like it, again, for cooking, but also has those great benefits. Oh, you do too?
I prefer the oat bran. Oat bran has higher levels of protein, higher levels of fiber than oatmeal, and it does a slightly better job in terms of lowering total and LDL cholesterol than oatmeal. And then, of course, when you add our plant sterols, there's no comparison with conventional oatmeal or oat bran for cholesterol reduction. It's really comparing a bicycle to an airplane. There's no comparison at all.
None at all. Remember, free shipping, unconditional money-back guarantee until the end of January. Remember, abbreviated looks at Andrew's Today's Specials in just a few minutes. And this is his last Today's Special visit for the year. So just kind of keep that in mind. He'll have a brief appearance in December, but it won't be with the Today's Special visit. Once more, this is kind of like a little power hour, a little variety segment, if you will. And Andrew, this is something people have been asking you for.
Oh, I missed that, sorry.
Oh, sorry, I know we've all been asking for you to do this, but I buy it online, and it's nice that you snuck it into this show.
Yeah, we haven't spent a lot of time talking about immune factors this year just because of what's going on. I just figured for most of this year, it's just not somewhere I really wanted to go. And with so many other companies making inappropriate claims for an immune support product, again, this is a product, it's the same product it's evolved into over the last 30 plus years. It gives you your separate B complex, your vitamin C, your echinacea, your golden seal, the critical mushrooms, mushroom complex, shiitake, reishi, and maitake mushrooms. So it's a product that the reviews really do speak for itself. I think it's a product that's 4.8 stars, and I think 98% of the reviews are positive reviews. It's a product that we always feature this time of year. So I felt I would have been remiss if I continued to not feature it all on television, which I haven't for the past, I guess, 9 months. So I thought just simply because this is the time of year when we think about these things regardless. So just as we think about these things regardless of what else we have added to our, added to the burden that we're carrying right now, it's just a natural product that, again, it's not a disease prevention product of any kind, but it is a natural product that supports our immune system with nutrients that have been shown to do that for both traditionally for centuries and in terms of the nutrients clinically for at least the last several decades.
Oh, most definitely. It is a weekend special price as well, available in the 30, 60, 180, or 360, free shipping. Remember, we can do delivery direct. This would be a great little stocking stuffer, a great little gift to deliver across the miles. Maybe you can't see your family, you're just saying, hey, I'm thinking of you, I love you. And Andrew, I love this formulation because, as you know, I used to buy things like Golden Seal and Astragalus. I mean, the vitamin C, the vitamin B. That's a great combination.
So what we've tried to do is make this just objectively as comprehensive an immune factor, immune support, or immune booster as you could find, focusing on the key nutrients, starting with vitamin C, of course, and focusing on the key botanicals, echinacea, golden seal, astragalus. So it's a very, I say simple product. It's the result of about 35 years of evolution, but it's a simple product that just uses the highest quality ingredients to give you the most comprehensive immune support possible. And it's, my apologies for not featuring it throughout the year, but I just thought it was not an appropriate place to go. Normally, this is the time of year when we mention it, because this is the time of year when all things over the last 20 years, normally, this is when we all start looking at things like this. So again, it's an opportunity to simply give to your body the natural tools to support your immune system.
It is. It makes such a great holiday gift. And when you can give the gift of good health, especially this year, I mean, why not? And at these prices, with that unconditional money-back guarantee until the end of January and delivery direct, it really is kind of hard to say no to this. And certainly for me, and I'm not unique in this, Andrew, this is one of those kind of like that toolkit. I keep this available for those times if I'm not sleeping, if I'm stressed, if I know I am going to be traveling. It's just nice to have it as part of your arsenal, especially with this savings tonight.
Yeah, I think this is the time of year that the things that typically challenge our immune system, and for me, what I always say is, things are always around. But for me, what it's always been, it's not what's around that's really determinative. It's if I'm doing something like not getting adequate sleep for one reason or another, or traveling too much. And like when I go to Europe with Muriel, 9 hours of time zone difference, those are things that when we challenge our sleep, when we challenge our diet, when there are changes going on, when there's stress in our life, those are the things that challenge our immune system. And for me, that's always the wake-up call that tells me that I should focus on supporting my immune system, because I'm doing other things that are essentially detracting from it. It's just basically common sense.
I mean, it really is. And when I said the gifts of good health are those that you truly can't put a price on, especially if you're not sure. Jury is still out as to whether or not I will be traveling to go home to see my family in Minnesota. And so
Right.
I'm being a little more thoughtful about what I'm giving this year to kind of represent the love and the care that I have for the people in my life, even if I can't be there. And I think this is a wonderful way to do that. I mean, nothing says that, that I love you more than please take care of yourself. Please take care of your good health, I think.
Yeah, and I think, again, the holidays are coming. We have to try to be responsible. Those of us who are healthy, in all likelihood, there's no real issues or risks that pose us, but we still become that risk of transmission. And without transmission, we don't have a virus to worry about. So, of course, immune factors is not here to prevent any disease or illness. That's up to all of us on an individual basis. So hopefully all of us this holiday season, it's a difficult decision that I know I have to make, that we just need to be careful, because those of us who are blessed with good health, we're the ones that are most likely to be asymptomatic and not know we might be carrying gifts that we don't want to be giving to others. So it's a call to be responsible where and if we can.
Absolutely. I mean, well said. Well, here was another late-breaking edition, and when it comes to overall good health and immunity, and it's one of the reasons that doctors measure that vitamin D level, and if you haven't had yours checked, you should. If yours is a little borderline, or you could use additional help or support, and let's face it, who can't? This is a way to do that naturally, but what Andrew is doing, this is an abbreviated presentation, Andrew. I'll defer to you. You can choose it in the 1,000, 2,000, or 3,000, all same pricing with that an extended holiday return policy.
We only have a couple of minutes, and I just wanted to mention this. As I said earlier, I was on the phone the other day talking to Daniel Amen, and we were just talking about, things that we can do that are really basic things in terms of supporting our good health this time of year. And he started exactly where I start. It's as simple and it's as affordable, it's pennies a capsule, as vitamin D. That vitamin D, it's an incredibly overlooked nutrient when it comes to supporting so many systems in our body, whether it's our brain, whether it's our skeleton, but certainly our immune system. And I would place vitamin D, healthy vitamin D levels, ahead of healthy vitamin C levels in terms of supporting a healthy immune system. And I, of course, I consider vitamin C critically important to a healthy functioning immune system, but vitamin D is right there as well. So we all want to make sure, and in this country, if you're not supplementing vitamin D, you're not getting it from your diet. And if you're not getting it from your diet, you will not have healthy vitamin D levels. And if you're overweight or you're obese, then your vitamin D levels are even lower, because what little vitamin D you might be getting, it gets sequestered. It's fat soluble, so it gets sequestered and trapped in body fat. So if we have body fat on our body, it effectively lowers the available vitamin D, which adversely affects the functioning of our immune system. So I just thought it's important to mention this. I had a reminder yesterday when I spoke to Daniel. So it's a product that whatever size, in terms of whatever potency you pick, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, all the same price. So all pennies a capsule in the large size.
It's amazing to think that. 4.8 star customer pick rating. That's on an average with over 2,000 reviews, so people love it. Remember, great savings, and they're all the same pricing, whether you choose the 1,000, 2,000, or the 3,000 IU. Well, if you're channel surfing, welcome to HSN, and Christmas really did come early. Andrew Lessman, of course, who makes the world's finest vitamins and has for over 40 years. He's our #1 brand. We wait to see what he does for the holidays, and boy, oh boy, he has pulled out all the stops. A product that we all need. In a year where we're maybe burdening our health and most definitely our livers more than ever before. You are doing something, Andrew, not only a product that historically I have relied on, you know, to kind of, again, not a cure or treatment for anything, but I do have to check my liver enzymes because of medications I have to take. But whether it's that bombastic appeal of the buffet or, you know, or the medications or the alcohol we drink, this is for everyone watching this show. This is the last Today's Special for the year. Andrew's back in December, but it's just a brief little visit. So this is it. So remember, you can choose. If you want, just like glucosamine is for your joints and calcium is for your bones, phosphatidylcholine, when we talk about the structure, the health, and really the overall function of our liver, you have to have it. Then we have the liver antioxidants, which we used to talk a lot about in January as a detox product. This is really your 1-2 support mechanism. Best price ever. Remember, you can choose it either in the phosphatidylcholine for the best prices ever in a 120, 180, 360, or 720. Here's your pricing. Here's your pricing today. Here's your savings. Here's where pricing goes. You can choose it in the liver antioxidants in 60, 90, 180, or 360. Pricing goes here. Here's your price today. There's your savings. But this is what most of us are doing. If you choose the bundle, and boy, oh boy, are we limited in those bundles, it's better than a buy one, get one free, in which case you are saving well more than you're spending. And to put it in perspective, like as an example, on that 720 count, just on the PC, on the phosphatidylcholine, 149 is where our price goes. Well, you can see for less than you would spend for just the phosphatidylcholine after the stroke of midnight, as long as supplies last, you are getting both. And both done in a way that's better than ever before. So unconditional money-back guarantee until the end of January, free shipping. Andrew, of course, I know this is an abbreviated presentation, so I'll defer to you. There's a lot to get to in this limited time.
Yeah, won't have a chance probably to go through testimonial charts and things like that. I just want to remind everyone, as I said, I'm only back briefly in December. These will not be featured in December. They might be on air briefly in January, but they're not going to have pricing that comes anywhere near to the today's special pricing we have today. They won't be any kind of special. They're not going to be a monthly special or anything like that. So this is by far the best pricing of this year, the best pricing of next year. So if you're interested in trying it also, it comes with about a 2.5-month money-back guarantee. So you have a chance to see how that dime a capsule product, phosphatidylcholine, can perform for you. You'll be astounded. And it's not because I make this incredible product, but it plays an incredible role in your liver. It's basically 2/3 of the membrane surface area of your liver. It's also phosphatidylcholine, the most important phospholipid in your brain. And phospholipids are all about how the brain works. So also beyond the phosphatidylcholine, it also contains phosphatidylinositol, phosphatidylethanolamin. So it contains those 3 phospholipids, which means that it's probably over 70% of the membrane surface area of your liver, and probably close to 20% of the phospholipids in your brain, maybe a little bit more. So it's an extremely affordable product, but the price shouldn't have you underestimate the potential impact. And again, Shannon was talking a second ago about drinking alcohol over the holidays, and even those of us who have to take medicines, and as I said earlier, once most of us are over the age of 45 or 50, we're taking multiple medications. So those medications, without exception, burden our liver, and burden our liver tremendously. Alcohol can only add insult to injury. But even if you never had to take a medication in your life, even if you never drank an alcoholic beverage in your life and you had the healthiest diet imaginable, the liver is still the most challenged and toxic organ in your body. It's part of the reason why, probably the major reason why, the liver has a unique property. It has the property to regenerate itself. But it can only do that effectively if you give it the raw materials necessary to do so. That's obviously phosphatidylcholine and these other phospholipids, because that represents, say, 60 to 80% of the working membrane surface area, the bulk, the volume of your liver. So it's a very straightforward discussion. You don't have to get my phosphatidylcholine, but find a great phosphatidylcholine product. We also have our PC granules, which are phosphatidylcholine granules, not in a capsule. Most folks prefer the ease of use of the capsules. And again, at 1 or 2 capsules a day, that's all you need. The research on phosphatidylcholine is as compelling as you would expect, given that it's 60% of the membrane surface area of the liver, given that it's the most important phospholipid in the brain. You'd expect there to be all sorts of abundant clinical science, given that connection between structure, the very structure of our liver. It makes up our liver, it makes up our brain. You would expect that function has to follow structure, and it does. So it's incredibly affordable. This is, I guess, the last few minutes we'll be talking about it. And it's not going to go anywhere. It will be available at hsn.com in December and January, but probably at almost double the cost that it is today.
Well, and to me, and you'll forgive the analogy, it is priceless. I can promise, whether it's me, and I am someone who does have to take certain medications every day, so I mean, naturally I'm putting a burden on my liver there. But anyone watching the show, I could almost promise you, your liver's working harder than you even realize. And unlike Andrew's healthy hair, skin, and nails, or even glucosamine, that, you know, we feel the difference in our joints, or the eye product, which I see a difference, our liver doesn't put up too much of a stink until you get those liver enzymes and you're like, wow. And when you read the reviews, they read like love letters. And at this price, it is really hard to say no to this. And I just really want to encourage you. I hope that you do it, especially whether it is medication that you have to take every day, as I do, or certainly around the holidays. We are probably a little more circumspect. We're not, you know, always living our best life. We know we might be cheating with diet and alcohol consumption and things like that. But Andrew, at the end of the day, people forget every process, whether it's the digestive process, whether it's, you know, the fast food or the medication or the alcohol, our livers are designed to process all that. And whether it's the brain fog that we get when our liver is sluggish, this is a way to really have a foundational component to help us journey through life better, isn't it?
Well, whatever we think of, and I don't want to alarm people, but when you think about digestion, first of all, think about hydrochloric acid. When I was in a laboratory throughout school, whenever anyone took hydrochloric acid out, goggles came on, a mask and respirator came on, you used glassware that would be resistant to that acid burning through it. I mean, you put hydrochloric acid, say, on the hood of your car, or put some metal into a glass containing it, it disappears. Hydrochloric acid is a potent acid. It's a toxic chemical, but it's what we use to digest food. Our digestive system is brilliantly designed to house it, but you can bet when hydrochloric acid comes in contact with the random foods that we eat, there's a whole host of nasty chemicals that result. And those nasty chemicals that result, guess who inherits the role of cleansing them, detoxifying them, breaking them down so that they aren't harmful? That's your liver. So your liver inherits the dirty cleanup from our digestive system. The liver inherits the dirty cleanup from our entire body. So when you're thinking about protein metabolism and our musculature, we work out. So when we work out, we might damage our muscles, and the healing that inspires are the benefits we might get from exercise. But guess where that protein and amino acid metabolism is going to take place? The liver. When we talk about cholesterol metabolism, we talk about statin drugs, we talk about modifying or having a beneficial impact on cholesterol in our body. Again, the liver. When we talk about hormone metabolism, we're again talking about the liver. When we're talking about carbohydrate metabolism, again, we're talking about the liver. There's no major process that the liver doesn't have a significant role in either the predominant chemistry or some important chemistry. So no matter how healthy you are, your liver's working hard. Your liver's burdened. And the chemistry that your liver does is inherently toxic. Those chemicals that the liver has to work with, that's why it's so important to look at our liver in terms of detoxification. So whether it's making sure that we support that unique regenerative process that the liver possesses, the ability to regenerate itself. Heart can't do that, lungs can't do that, brain can't do that, liver can do it. And it's almost easy to understand, not almost easy, it's easy to understand why. The liver has to do such dirty work that it constantly has to have this uniquely powerful healing potential. But with that uniquely powerful healing potential comes a requirement, the raw materials necessary to support it. And that is phosphatidylcholine and the other phospholipids that this product provides. So it's pretty straightforward. The liver antioxidant extracts, that provides, most importantly, milk thistle. We doubled the levels of milk thistle. We improved the standardization in terms of both silymarin and silibin. So it is the best milk thistle product I have ever offered. The price is still the lowest it's ever been, despite our improving the product. So that's what you get with the bundles, your choice of either the 720 of PC liver and brain with 360 capsules of liver antioxidant extracts. So that's a year's supply if you take 2 PC and 1 liver antioxidant extracts. You could always take 1 PC and take liver antioxidant extracts every other day. You use it as you see fit, but ideally with PC, it's 1 or 2 capsules a day. Liver antioxidant extracts, just 1 capsule per day.
Absolutely. Well, a couple of things are happening. I know a lot of people watch the entire show and then they shop after the fact. I mean, myself included. I know there's a lot of information to process, but I really hope you do this now. Certainly, I'm having my church moment up in here on a Sunday. I am a crusader for this product, for both of these products, Andrew, as you know. I know how they are really helping me facilitate some of the changes that I've seen as I'm getting older, because listen, your liver's getting older too, and you know, we can get away with maybe more sins in our youth, but you know, you might be done with the past, but the past ain't done with you. And this is a way for you to help build, support, maintain not only your liver, of course, but your brain. Andrew, what they are telling me though is on the individuals, because remember, you can choose the liver antioxidants separately or the phosphatidylcholine separately. You said to support the bundles on these individual sizes. I know we're getting pretty limited.
We have to kind of dole the capsules out carefully. So I know on PC liver and brain alone, I believe the 360 is almost gone.
Right.
And it's gone. So the 360, 180 are gone. The 120 and 720 still is available. Yeah, I think the liver antioxidants is not far behind, and the bundles we're good on. The bundles are most important. I think they represent about 2/3 or so of the orders. So the bundles we're still good on, because that's what more than 2/3 of the folks calling in are trying to get one of the 2 bundles. So we'll try to make sure we have those till midnight for sure.
Well, absolutely. And, you know, I know once more, we always learn so much from Andrew, but I hope, especially in a year where I think we're all more appreciative of our families and our good health, treat yourself to the gift of good health. And in a way, from someone who's been giving us better health for over 4 decades, do this now. So Andrew, I'm sorry, we just had a sellout, Rick, on... Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. The 360 and the 180 are gone on both of the individuals?
Okay.
Okay, yes.
Well, we'll be good on the bundles. I'm hoping till midnight. So some of the individuals might slowly go right now, but I'm confident that we'll have enough of the bundles to last to midnight. So we'll be fine on the bundles for sure. Okay,
but remember, price is only good today. Andrew, you've got an abbreviated visit in December, but it will not have a today's special. So if you are considering those, and just as a reminder on those bundles, remember it is better than a buy one, get one free. So just as a reminder, as an example on that liver antioxidants, let's just take the 360, $159, that's where our price goes. So you can see you are spending less than you would for just the liver antioxidants if you're doing one of the bundles, just as an example. So I really want to encourage you to do this. I always say things in life are guided. We try to make lemonade out of lemons, and certainly this year has taught us that, if nothing else. And I do feel like you're watching this show for a reason. And please don't find yourself in a situation where you do that coulda, woulda, shoulda, where you do go to the doctor. And again, it's not a cure or treatment for anything. But I look at it this way, Andrew, and that's why I encourage people to read the reviews about this in particular. With healthy hair, skin, and nails, I see my hair and my nails. You know, with glucosamine, I feel my joints. With eyes, I appreciate the benefits to my vision. But with our liver in particular, if there is a way to naturally support that, especially at the best price, this, to me, is impossible to say no to.
Well, what's interesting, I often found it curious that we have no connection at all to our liver, which is the hardest working of all organs by far. And then I finally thought about it, and I said, maybe to myself, that's a good thing. Because if we did have a connection to our liver and how hard it's working, because it's that which it does provides the environment for every other organ to do its work. It's responsible, as I said before, protein, carbohydrate, fat, cholesterol metabolism, hormone metabolism. It's going to process any of the chemicals we're exposed to in the environment. It's going to process the alcohol we consume. It processes all the medications we consume. And those medications, many of them come with a warning that we need to get a periodic liver enzyme test just to make sure there weren't adverse effects. So it's hard for me to emphasize how important, yet how simple and how affordable the phosphatidylcholine is. I know we're getting low on the individuals, but they're still available, about a dime a capsule in the largest size, not much more than that in the smaller sizes. If you want to try the liver antioxidant extracts, that's wonderful too. And the real place to start is with the PC liver and brain. The milk thistle, the standardized for silymarin and silibin in the liver antioxidant extracts. I encourage you to do a little research online on that, because you would never want to go a day without it once you read the research on that alone.
Well, that is absolutely true. And there's that money back guarantee until the end of January. So maybe you're someone, you've got those blood tests, those liver tests, and start taking it now. And again, see, we're all hitting the reset button on 2020 anyway. Hit the reset button on your health for sure. So last 15 minutes of the show, once more, if you do have that Andrew Lessman shopping list, as I do, remember you can always shop after the fact. You are getting unconditional money back guarantee until the end of January and free shipping. Of course, we can do delivery direct. This is another today's special that, no kidding, you read those reviews, they read like love letters. And when it comes to that gut-brain connection, happy tummy, happy digestion, happy immune system, just happy overall function. Nobody does a Friendly Flora product like you, Andrew, and you are not doing this price after today. So the price is only good now, right?
Well, this is a difficult product for us to make, a difficult product to put together, but thankfully these products have become so popular that the more popular they become, that enables us to make them even more affordable over time. And that's why so many of my products, they're less expensive today, more affordable today than the day I introduced them. And that goes without saying for this product. So today, our Ultimate Friendly Flora is less expensive by far per colony forming unit, per organism, per microorganism that we're getting in this product, because remember, it's a living product. It's less expensive today by far than when I initially introduced that. So the same goes for phosphatidylcholine that we're just talking about in the liver antioxidant extracts. But this is a product that really it's been a bit of a labor of love. And for probably the first almost 20 years, more labor than love, because we didn't get much love. We couldn't figure out how to make a product. Working with all the experts in these probiotic ingredients, we couldn't figure out how to make a product that I absolutely positively knew that when I shipped it to you, it would retain all its potency. That took a couple of decades. And ever since then, we've only continued to improve the product, improve its potency. Originally, we had a few hundred million organisms. Now we have 25 billion organisms per capsule. And actually, when we manufacture it, we make sure we fill it with well over 30 billion organisms, just in case you mistreat your Friendly Flora. In case you're unfriendly with your Friendly Flora, we make sure that you're still going to have the potency you desire. And most importantly, we are constantly researching the strains and always looking for a strain that might potentially offer slightly greater benefits because there's thousands of different strains of Lactobacillus acidophilus, but we want to make sure that we're offering you the one that's going to deliver the most benefits. And that's a multifactorial analysis, as they call it. We have to look at multiple factors. How stable will it be in the bottle? How stable will it be in the capsule? How stable will it be once you swallow it and survive the acid in your stomach to ultimately, say, implant in your colon, in your digestive system, and throughout your body where you want it? We have to look at all of those things, and we have to test it under extreme conditions. That takes time, and that's why the final version of this formula that we have right now took us a few years to arrive at, but it is now by far the best it's ever been.
Well, and the best that you will find in any formulation. And no kidding, information aside, which I know is just as valuable as anything as you do, Andrew, get it at home, experience it for yourself. If you do even just a small little search on the scale of probiotics, you're gonna find it's the Wild West out there. There are a lot of people talking about a lot of things with probiotics and flora, whether it's game changers and cosmetics, et cetera. You want Andrew's, and you definitely want it at this price. So remember, that is a one-day only value. 30, 60, 120, or 240, huge savings, and the Andrew Lessman difference. And you can experience it at the best savings that we've seen really ever. And the other thing about this too, Andrew, I know we talked about it last hour, but if people are discovering you, for over 40 years, you've been making the world's finest vitamins, so you can react accordingly. When you can enhance or improve or upgrade a formula, you do it seamlessly. You have done it a multitude of times, and this is no exception.
I introduced the new version of this about 6 or 7 months ago. I'm not sure I really even emphasized it at the time, because for me, it's a process that had been going on for a couple of years. So when we finally introduce it in our new product, I just take it for granted that we are constantly seeking and struggling to improve every single product we make. So if you look at the formula here, you actually get to see not just the species themselves, but the actual strains. So our Lactobacillus acidophilus, classified as LA14, over 10 billion colony-forming units. Then we have our Lactobacillus plantarum, our Lactobacillus paracasei. We also have Bifidobacterium lactis, 5 billion of each of those respectively, and 2 different species of the Bifidobacterium lactis. But this was an extremely carefully, rigorously put together formula, meaning that carefully in that we scoured the research for the most important strains that the research and clinical science has identified and clearly identified as associated with the greatest digestive system health, the greatest immune system health and function. So that's the blueprint we follow. Then we have to go out in the world and look at all the different sources of these different organisms, and then that's when we go to work in our laboratory and we basically beat them up as much as we can to make sure that these organisms are going to survive to deliver you their benefits. And that's what's important, because unfortunately, in the real world we live in now, we're not living out in nature. Our food supply has been sterilized. Why? Because we're avoiding pathogenic bacteria and pathogenic viruses. So we're trying to avoid disease-causing bacteria and disease-causing viruses or other parasites in our food supply, so our food supply is sterilized. Our food supply used to be the principal source of the probiotics in our body. The microbiome in our body was principally supported and driven by our food supply. Not anymore. And unfortunately, the environment we live in, we also picked up our probiotics, our contributors to our microbiome, in the environment around us, when we'd be outside, when we'd be inside even. But nowadays, our indoor environment is also sterilized and sanitized. We're sterilizing and sanitizing our body at all times now, at least the last 9 or 10 months, with a level that we've never seen before in humanity's history. So there's no real environmental or food source for supporting a healthy microbiome anymore. It's unfortunate. So it really underscores the importance of our doing whatever we can to create that healthy microbiome, contribute to that healthy microbiome, eating those fermented foods, whether it's things like kefir, yogurt. I talked about my love for sheep yogurt because it's so much more milder than cow yogurt, but really a probiotic product that gives you a comprehensive balanced blend of what has been clinically identified as the most important species and strains that's a great idea. It doesn't have to be mine. I've talked about how we go about making ours, and we've been doing so for the last 20 years and really 40 years of research. But there are also other decent products. I might pride myself on mine being the very best, but there are also other decent products out there. But it really, what I'm trying to do here is underscore that given the present world we live in, given the real demands of our digestive system, the demands of our immune system, that we need to contribute to our probiotic environment, contribute to creating a healthy microbiome, because that supports and promotes healthy digestion and a healthy immune system and healthy brain function as well. So it doesn't have to be mine, but it's something that deserves your attention given what's going on in the world right now and the sterilized world we're living in.
Most definitely. Life as we know it, certainly in this day and age, does not promote that balance that used to come a little more naturally. So definitely take advantage of it. Time does not permit it to read all the testimonials, and I hope you go back and read some of those reviews, because I know with Healthy Hair, Skin, and Nails, and I mean, great reviews on this, Andrew, and kudos to you because you keep enhancing and improving the product. I know we love the information you impart, but I really hope people get yours and your formula to really feel that Andrew Lessman difference. And if you're gonna do it, I really hope you do it now. Remember, Andrew is back in December, but it will not be a today's special visit. It's just a brief little visit for December. So the pricing on this, remember, is only valid until midnight, but you do get an unconditional money-back guarantee until the end of January. It is free shipping. We've got flex pay on any of the sizes, and that is whether or not you're considering some of what I call introductory or stocking stuffer sizes in that 30 or 60. If you're someone like me, when we're traveling again, or just home and away kit, do those smaller sizes, larger sizes. Certainly, any way you stack it, you do feel a difference. And Andrew, like you said, in a day and time, I think where we're certainly valuing our good health, your Friendly Flora is kind of your front line of defense for maintaining that balance, whether it is your immune system or your digestion, or like you said, even that gut-brain connection. It's something we all need, isn't it?
And that gut-brain connection is more that if you're, say if you have indigestion, of course you don't feel well, so your brain's not feeling good. Of course, if you have other issues, nausea, things like that. But the gut-brain connection is far more than that. The gut-brain connection is looking at the neurochemicals that drive our mood, how we feel about ourselves, how we feel about life. Serotonin, that critical neurochemical, it's predominantly made in the gut. Our microbiome is a critical source of a neurochemical that drives how we feel and how we move through the world. So I could spend hours talking about the importance of focusing on our microbiome. Again, there are more microorganisms in our colon than we have cells in our body. There's more genetic material possessed by those microorganisms than we have our own genetic material in our body. That genetic material provides more information about our health than probably our own genetic material provides about our health. So again, doesn't have to be my product, but it underscores that this day and age, the world we're living in, it really underscores the importance of you being the person. You select the microbiome, not some random sterilized environment we live in, but you get to select the microbiome that's going to be contributing to your immune system and your digestive system.
Well, and you nailed it, Andrew. Your shows, your information, for certain, it empowers us to live our best lives. And I don't say that to be trite, because I know people say that, but when you know better, you do better. When you have the right tools, you live better. We know knowledge is power. This is the best of the best, from the pricing to the formulation to how that balance enhances our overall life. So Andrew, now do you have a variety show tomorrow, or is this it till December?
I do not. I will not be back till somewhere right around Christmas. I'm not sure exactly when, right around Christmas. I think it's only going to be a couple of hours, but I just wanted to kind of show up for a little bit of time before the holidays and sort of close out the year. And hopefully by that time, we'll have a lot of good things to look forward to in 2021. And hopefully it's not going to be a repeat of 2020 for all of us.
Well,
we deserve that.
I know we've all learned a lot. We always learn a lot from you. You're looking in the peak of health. By the way, I love that shirt. You look fabulous.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Well, best to you and Marielle and the puppies and everyone. Please be safe out there. And we'll look for you for that brief little appearance in December, right?
I'll see you then. Thanks, Jen, and thanks, Rick. And thanks, everyone. Have wonderful, happy holidays.
Absolutely. Thanks to you, we will. Andrew, thank you. Keep calling on your today's special. Well, any of our today's specials. Remember, those prices expire at midnight. I'm back on Friday in the house. I'm posting those Andrew Lessman Secure Soy recipes. Stay tuned.
I knew that we'd become one right away. I saw the life inside, so shine bright tonight. You and I shine bright like a diamond, shine bright like a diamond.
Who will you make happy
Shine
today?
bright like a diamond.
La vie est belle, the iconic fragrance, Lancôme.
We understand every woman's skin is unique. We offer real beauty solutions for individual needs of real women, empowering women to achieve healthy, radiant-looking skin. Backed by over 30 years' experience, made from important ingredients combined with advanced science for affordable skincare that truly works. Change the story of your skin and your life forever. Genuine beauty begins with skin.